Hello and welcome everybody to our May Lunch and Learn. We are here this month learning all about summer fun here at Still Creek and what kind of summers look like here at the ranch. I'm Shantae Smith. I'm our development director here at Still Creek, and so I get the honor and privilege of getting to share our mission with our donors in the community, and of course raising awareness to our program and our mission of taking children from crisis to new creation. I want to welcome all of y'all here. And, this is a monthly virtual event that we do each month. And we just love sharing kind of a little bit of Still Creek with y'all and going into some details there. There's so many ways y'all can plug it in with us. There's different ways from YouTube, social media like Instagram and Facebook, which you might be watching this from. But there's also our monthly newsletter. And so I would love that if you are not currently subscribed to our monthly newsletter, for us to plug you in so that you can be receiving those updates, seeing what events are happening, hear from some of our students and staff each month. That goes out both electronically through email, or you can get a physical newsletter in the mail to you. And again, just a great way for you to plug in with us. So without further ado, we're going to go straight into what this month is all about. And I'm going to introduce y'all to Mr. James Inman, our executive director. Nobody better than him to definitely talk about
all right.
Sorry, I think I lost you there for a minute. Sorry.
So yes, Shantae, thank you for the introduction. I got a little bit of audio issue on my end, so hopefully it'll resolve as we go. But thank you so much for the introduction. And it is summertime, and I was reading right before we came on, looking at Malachi chapter 4, verse 1. And it says, "For behold, the day is coming, burning like an oven." And certainly the summers get hot here at Still Creek in Bryan, Texas. And so we thank God for the seasons, though. We're coming out of kind of a cool and mild spring, and it will be summertime soon. It's going to be very hot. But I also read this part in verse 2. "For you who fear my name, the Son of Righteousness shall rise with healing in its wings, and you shall go out leaping like calves from the stall." And our kids are about to be out for the school year, and they will be like calves released from the stall. And so we'll have lots of activities for them this summer. And so that being said, I'm looking forward to the summer, and do live here on the ranch right in the middle of the three boys' homes. And so looking forward to being involved with the kids during that time, and also, being an observer during those times as well.
So James, what is it like, I guess, kind of being out here at the ranch during the summertime, and just kind of walk us through what noises could sound like, or kids running around, or just kind of paint that picture for everyone on what summers here do look like.
Yeah, sure. So in my 6 summers now living out here at the ranch, what I have seen us do in the summertime, the children, they do their work projects during the cooler part of the day. We get up early and we look at whatever we're going to do that day. It could be a specific work project. It could be our normal weekly activities like mowing and weed eating and things like that. But we do like to knock those projects out before it gets super hot. In the afternoons, we might be just as likely to have the kids go cool off in our swimming pool or go play basketball. We have a couple of ponds here that the kids like to go and fish in and see who can catch the biggest fish. Hikes, horseback riding as well. So we have tons of activities going on, but one of the favorites is that swimming pool and cooling off during the hot summer as well.
Yes, indeed. And June, I know, is right around the corner. And in June, there's a special event that takes place that a select few of our kiddos get to participate in, and that's on River Time. So talk to us a little bit about On River Time and kind of that program and those types of things.
Yes, absolutely. On River Time is just a wonderful organization, really blesses our kids. and have for a good number of years now. On River Time began when one man, Stephen Davis, said that he wanted to create a happy moment in children's childhood that they could look back on and say, that's it. That's when I had a really happy time in my childhood. As a child who was abused as well, he, in his adulthood, came to that conclusion that he wanted to be able to give children like ours from crisis situations a happy time in their life where they had a trip of a lifetime. And so this summer, June 3rd through 8th, just like in years previous, we're going to be taking a group of kids. There's two that aren't pictured in this picture, but this was a few that were selected to go. Upon learning that they were selected to go, you can see how happy they are. We're going up to Idaho to the Snake River to fly fish. Just beautiful, beautiful part of the United States. For some of our kids, it'll be their first time to fly. And so On River Time, as a nonprofit themselves, raises money to be able to send our kids on this trip of a lifetime. And it's just a beautiful time. It seems that there's a lot of healing that goes on the river, the Snake River there in Idaho. And so we're so blessed to be able to take them.
Yes, and I'm actually going to pull up a video that I would love to share with y'all. If you will bear with me for just a moment. Okay, we're not going to watch the whole thing, but we're going to watch a portion of this. Okay. So that was just a little snippet. I'm going to try to see if I can't get to the areas where we can actually see some of the fishing, because that's all of it is very exciting. James, kind of talk about the cabin and some of that camaraderie that goes on up there.
Yeah, certainly. So we're up there for 5 days, and it's not just about fishing. In fact, only 2 of the days we go out on guided fishing tours from an Orvis endorsed lodge there, the lodge at Palisades Creek. But also there's team building activities that On River Time is careful to craft and put together for us there. We also go out with the Teton Science School and usually get to see part of like the National Elk Refuge and go on hikes. The kids have seen bears and all kinds of things out on hikes and gotten to explore the Tetons a bit as well. And so when we drive into Jackson Hole, go through the pass out of Idaho, just that trip, through the pass and over into the grandeur of the mountains is a beautiful sight for any of us to see. But for our kids, a lot of times it's the first time that they've seen mountains as well. And sometimes we even get to see a little bit of residual from, higher altitude snowfall, that sort of thing. And so they really have the trip of a lifetime. In the evenings, the camaraderie that we have in the cabins. There's a special place there on the campus called the Liar's Den, where all good fishermen come to tell their stories from the day out on the river, and then the food there is just phenomenal. It's a time where for that 5 days we actually tell the kids to just take it easy. There's no chores or anything like that. They actually just get to enjoy being a kid and being in the mountains.
Yes, well, it looks incredible. I can't wait to hear from the kids that are going in just a couple of weeks, and we'll definitely bring their stories and pictures and share that with all of you. We just want to thank On River Time for including us in that, and looking forward to that. So that's one small part of summers here, and something that our kids look forward to each year. And moving past that and everything, I mean, besides that activity, a lot of what takes place is just here on the ranch on the daily, go arounds with the families and stuff. And
Yeah.
so, kind of talk about home life for each home here at the ranch.
Yeah, certainly. As I mentioned, there are daily chores and there's work projects that we do through the summer, daily landscaping, just maintenance needs for the house that the kids get involved in. But they work together, they play together in the evenings as well, as I mentioned before. But there's some family vacation trips that some of the houses get together and take as well. For example, the Dansby New Beginnings home is going to be planning to go to Destin, Florida this year. They went a couple of years ago, and it was just a wonderful time. And so some of the boys will be going again, older this time, and some new boys in the home will get to experience Destin, Florida with the Dansby New Beginnings home. And our house parents there, Wes and Evelyn Priest, just do an excellent job of loving on the 8 boys that are in the home there. The Second Chance home, know that Brian and Brittany Powell, being from the Georgia area originally themselves, have plans to take the boys to Georgia at some point and see an extension of Brian and Brittany's families there. Then the Glory Inn home, a lot of the girls there, it seems to me that they're in the early stages of planning a trip into the hill country and down into San Antonio as well, New Braunfels, San Antonio, that area. So it's a time where even our homes here, just like the rest of the country here, we're looking at vacations as well. And so that's a way that as our kids break out of the day-to-day school life and into a little bit freer time, that our families can be very intentional and love on each other well. So we're looking forward to that time also.
Indeed, we are. And again, just our homes are families. Our kids are here. And so every family enjoys going on vacations with one another and looking forward to them. And we're no different than that. Our homes are no different than that. And so we are just blessed that we get the opportunities to do that, and that we have donors that sometimes offer up, homes and different things for our kids to be able to go to or to experience some of these things across the state or locally here in town. With that being said, another fun part to summers are summer camps and activities for the kids in the homes to be able to do. And so I'm going to actually bring in our resident program director, Miss Serena, to join us for this and just kind of talk a little bit about summer camps here at Still Creek and what we're kind of looking for, and even partnering with maybe somebody watching this video today.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, in addition to the things that you guys have been talking about, the day-to-day activities on the ranch and then the vacations, there's still a lot of time on the ranch that just downtime. And so we love for our kids to participate in both local as well as overnight summer camps. Summer camps, I don't know about the two of you, but I grew up going to summer camps, and I have great memories of going away to camp, and just super good memories. And so we want our kids to be able to experience that as well. And actually, camps have been shown to be very beneficial in children's lives in many different ways. And just for just what I thought was very interesting, summer camps promote independence. They teach teamwork. They teach resiliency. They develop all kinds of lifelong skills, and makes time obviously for play, and also encourages connection with nature, and of course provides screen-free time activities away from the video games. And so we're all about summer camp, and we have one overnight camp that we are planning on the kids attending in June, and so they're looking forward to that. We also have a couple of local camps that we hope to have them participate in, such as a sports camp, and then an MMA camp that's going to be happening. And also the overnight camp is a Christian camp. And so, again, in my own experience, I can remember attending a summer camp in high school, and that's actually where I recommitted my life to the Lord. And so there's just something special. God seems to move in a special way in summer camps. And so we really want our kids to be able to experience that, connect with the Lord, maybe in a first time way or a reconnection. And so we would love to have partners in that, being able to fund those camps to help our kids attend them would be great. So yeah, I'm still working on the schedule, but that's definitely part of our summer plans.
Yes, and along with that too, camps, definitely help the homes here when our house parents are on duty 24/7 during the summer times. And so being able to maybe have some of your younger kids go, and then you're spending quality time with your older kids in the home, and then, vice versa, with the older ones then getting to go to a camp and younger ones are then at home. So it's just really neat seeing how we're kind of working and developing this program. Again, from a community standpoint, there's places that we don't yet know about. And so if you know of a place that's maybe in your community or someplace that you maybe went to, definitely send us an email, reach out to us. We'd love to follow up with them and see if maybe there's a partnership we can create with them. Along with that, family fun is something that we really want our kids to experience, and not just out here at the ranch, but out in the communities. And so from Serena, I think that a few weeks ago there was kind of a bowling that we could sign the kids up for, correct?
Yeah, there's a bowling program in town.
Grand Station.
Yes. And I know they love going there to Grand Station. I think that Grand Station also offers other activities as well as the bowling. So we definitely want to get them there a couple times. We really would love for them to participate in some fun things in the community, really for a number of reasons, just to, get them away from the day to day, and just do something fun. Some of our kids, most of them didn't grow up in the Bryan College Station area. And so it's great for them to see what the community has to offer. And really just go and have some fun time as a house and as a family. So we're always looking for organizations and companies to to partner with, to be able to have our kids have some fun, maybe experience something that they haven't done before. And so, yeah.
Yes, indeed we are. And Serena, I know this summer we're doing something I think a little bit different with our horses, correct? Or they're still kind of working on that a little bit, but can you talk a little bit on that?
Well, we definitely are going to try to have a lot of the time on the horse for the kids. A lot of just riding and gaining more experience. There's been a lot of interest from our kiddos lately about the horses. And so it's a huge part of our program. And we're just excited about this summer. We have a great new instructor who is super motivated to grow our program, and also has reached out to several different organizations in the community and actually outside of the community for some horse clinics, some horse camps. So a couple of the kiddos will be able to participate in those and attend those. And so, yeah, we're just looking to, for the kids who are interested, just gain more experience. And as we know, the riding a horse and just being around horses is therapeutic. It's great physically for them. It helps them gain in self-confidence, and they just seem to really love it. And so we're hoping to really be consistent this summer with the horse program.
Indeed, we are. Yes. And I have a couple of pictures here I'm going to pull up on here. Again, just showing you kind of the fun out here at the ranch. We've got some of the kids on their bikes. They definitely do a lot of bike riding. We do a lot of wear and tear on bikes around here. We have, this was another fun community thing, painting with a twist last summer or a couple summers ago. The kids got to go out there and do a fun little project. Again, showing them working in the gardens or getting out to the tanks and fishing. All of those things are just super fun for them. And, you know, on that note, I know Miss P, that is one of our counselors here, she's actually going to be working with our homes individually, where she's going to do a cooking class with them each week this summer. And then she's looking at doing some sewing stuff. And so, again, even our staff in the summertime, you know, come in and donate their time and services. You know, teachers come out and want to hang out with the kids still and all of those things. And so we're just super appreciative of it.
One other thing, Shante, in addition to, you know, the fun activities that we have planned, we also love to give back ourselves. And so, you know, if any of you watching know of a volunteer project that we could participate in one afternoon to help out, please just give the office a call, and we really want to give back to the community. So many people give so much to us and are so generous, and we love to also give back to the community as well in any way that we can.
Yes, indeed. And Serena, on that note, can you, tomorrow, actually, we have a give back that we're doing in the community. And so can you share that with us a little bit?
Yeah. Messiah's Ranch, which I haven't been to myself, but I hear it's amazing. They need some help with some projects just to get the ranch and their property ready for a busy summer season. And so all of our kiddos, the house parents, me and my family, James and his family, Dante, you're in your family, a lot of the teachers, we're going to meet out there in the morning, and they're going to put us to work. I think we're going to be busy picking up a lot of branches and sticks that have just blown down over the winter, and just get the whole area cleaned up, and maybe some other projects that they have for us. So we're looking forward to that. And then the kids are looking forward to after we work and get hot and sweaty, they're going to be able to swim and go out on the canoes that they have out there. And so it should be a great day.
It's going to be so much fun, and the weather looks like it's going to be great. So we're excited. Get our hands dirty. Mm-hmm. Well, Serena, thank you very much for sharing with us. We appreciate all you do and just the hard work that you're doing to make our resident program just that much better than. So thank you very much.
Thank you, Shante.
All right. And with that, you know, another opportunity that we have in the summertime is we actually put on several fundraisers, and we have a fundraiser coming up on June 14th, and that's our Gold Cup Golf Scramble. And I'm going to share the screen here with y'all. And with this, you know, our kids and our staff actually come out and they help put on this event, work some of the different stations. help with the signs, loading and unloading of things. And so you can definitely sign up for this. We would love for you to partner with us on this. This year, our golf tournament will be at Traditions, and we are just super appreciative to the Bubba Moore Foundation for being our underwriter for this year's golf tournament. And so I'm actually going to bring Mr. James Inman back into the stream with us, because we're going to talk about hard work here on the ranch. It's a ranch after all, right?
Absolutely. Well, way back into Danny and Margaret O'Quinn's first days here at the ranch in 1988, they had an idea of 3 core values that would change any child's life, but especially the life of a child from difficult circumstances. And one of those 3 core values is work ethic. And being here on the ranch, there is plenty of work to do. Even through the school year, we have houses that take turns really taking care of the arena, whether it be feeding and watering or, cleaning stalls, these kinds of things. That's always true. And, mowing the houses, taking care of the flower beds, different things like that. But also, we do produce our own hay here at the ranch for the equine program. And so the house parents and kids know that occasionally I will send out a calendar inviting everyone to a hay party. And a hay party really is a fun way of saying that we all hay together. And, but, some of our best memories, honestly, are from some of those hot days working together. Even some of our youngest kids, each grabbing an end of a hay bale and working it together over to the trailer. And so we will be hauling a little bit of hay this summer. And, I mentioned mowing. We do maintain a lot of acres here, and try to instill in our kids the idea that we steward our property well. And so yes, definitely work ethic is one of our core values and something we try to share with our kids. And with all the different things that we have going on here, we've got a lot of equipment, and over time a lot of that equipment gets a lot of wear and tear. And so I know we've been talking about opportunities for people to get involved. And so today I would even mention, if you're really good with small engine repair, we're constantly trying to tune up our weed eaters and lawnmowers and different things of that nature. But you may also have something that you're finished with, whether it be a weed eater or a chainsaw or a different mower. And we might be an excellent place for you to donate that if you upgrade your equipment. So we can definitely put it to work. We've got lots of kids that enjoy working here because they can look back on their work at the end of the day and feel some pride and accomplishment. And I know even for myself here in the office, some days it's nice just to get out and go mow because you can see immediate results for your work. And so so many other things in our lives, both for our staff members here and for kids, take such a long time to develop that it's hard for us to see the immediate fruits of our labor. But definitely work ethic being one of the 3 core values here that we care about. We try to give kids every opportunity to persevere and do hard things. And so really looking forward to doing more of that with the kids this summer.
Absolutely. Indeed. I know that there's the new driver's license that is coming out, I think today, correct?
Yes, that's right.
Okay. And so this driver's license is going to allow them to be on the mowers?
Yes. So as opposed to with the weed eater or a push mower, for our kids to sort of graduate to larger equipment, knowing that they'll be safe with it, that they'll be responsible with it, then we're creating sort of a zero-turn driver's license, if you will. And the students, the children that live here will know that if they're ever caught not being a good steward of that resource, then they can get a corner of that license clipped off, and they don't want to lose that privilege. They've worked hard to get that. And so we are doing that to give them incentive for doing well with smaller things to be able to graduate on to bigger things as well. So, yep, it will be a driver's license of sorts.
Yes, and house parents will help with monitoring that. And, on that note with house parents, the other part to summers is, during the school year, house parents, of course, do breakfast and dinner during the weekdays. We have our cafeteria, but in the summer times, it's back to lunches at home. And so we like to kind of joke that it is feeding an army here, with the number of kids we have in each home. James, kind of talk through a little bit on, you've been in the homes and you've even helped prepare some of those meals for kids, what it's like in a home of 8+ and just making those meals.
I'm sorry, can you repeat that last part?
Kind of being in a home and just the amount of food our kids go through.
I'm sorry, I can't hear it anymore.
Okay, I'm going to go a different route. So where I'm going to go with this is talking on feeding an army. Let me pull this up. In this picture here, we actually can see where we have doubles of everything. We have double ovens, we have double fridges. There's a lot of food that 8+ children in a home, and I say 8+ because of our house families that also live in the home. And so they're cooking, they're preparing those things, and they go through a lot. And so, that's one area. This photo here shows you just kind of that massive table that they're sitting everybody around 3 meals a day to feed them breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Snacks out here, I know, are a big thing during the summertime that we go through. And some of those are bulk snacks. Some of those are individual snacks. I know a lot of our house parents enjoy having kind of a basket in their homes that have snacks that can just be grabbed and go throughout the day. I always like to put on my hat. I only have 2 kiddos at home, but if I had 8 of them, how can I make things more efficient? And that would be prepackaged things. And so the same goes for our homes. The other way that we love partnering with the community is we actually have some donors that will make giant casseroles or lasagnas, spaghettis, even provide pizza sometimes throughout the summertime, maybe once a month or something, just to give our house parents a little bit of a break. They can pop that into the oven, cook it. It can be in the deep freezer. We just are so appreciative to what our donors do to help fulfill our pantry and just get us through the hard cooking summer season here. So I'm going to see, James, can you hear me now a little bit better?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. I kind of moved things around a little bit.
Sure.
So we are coming to a close here, but James, share with me a story of, I know last summer, you and some of the boys did some leather working. Just kind of share that a little bit on, again, summer times for you. There's still a lot happening up here in the front office, but you even enjoy getting out there and just being with the kids.
Absolutely. That's one of the great joys that I have living amongst the 3 boys' homes, and then having a daughter that's in high school with the girls from our 3 girls' homes, is I get to spend a lot of time around our kids, and that's why we're here. 2 reasons: we love the Lord and we love kids, and so getting to spend time here, I get to know the kids' interests, they get to know our interest. And I was working on some leather goods last year, and one of our young men had a brand new hunting knife that he wanted. He asked, could we make a leather sheath for it? And I said, sure. So we got a shoulder of leather, and he would come in every day for about a week so that we could go through each step of the process to make him a sheath for his knife. One night, the boys stopped at the house and asked me if I wanted to go frog gigging with them. And so sure enough, we did. And, went out in the dark with our flashlights and with a homemade frog gig. And so then after that, I bought them a real gig so that they could be more successful. It was a lot of fun. My daughter and several of the other girls from Hope House and Freedom House, they are volleyballers here. And so there's a summer volleyball league that we're going to be co-participating in as well. And so just like last summer, we'll be picking up some of the girls to go to camps and to summer volleyball, and just really enjoying that time together. So, and I do, you're right. I love getting out of the office and doing those things. Allows me to have really great stories to share like we are right now. So it's a great time of the year, and we're looking forward to it.
Yes, James, at the beginning of this, you did mention about our 3 core values. And as we wrap up here, I would love for you just to share those 3 core values and even how those are implemented throughout the summer.
Absolutely. So yes, I had alluded to the 3 core values earlier, with one of those being work ethic, but really that would be kind of starting at the back end. On the front end, we have the core value of the gospel of Jesus Christ. And if we could do no other core value, that's what we would do, because we know in the book of Timothy that that Scripture is God breathed, and it's useful for teaching and rebuking and correcting and training in righteousness, so that the man of God would be thoroughly equipped for every good work. And so we also know that Scripture gets right to the heart of the matter. We're told that it divides soul and spirit, divides joint and marrow. And so if you ever wanted a training manual on how to raise kids, if you could take all the rest of the books in the world away, the one that we would lean on would be the Bible. And so that is our first and most important core value. Secondly, we are a school. We have our private boarding school here, Still Creek Christian Academy, and we care deeply about education. And again, as Danny and Margaret O'Quinn said so long ago, there's 3 things that would positively impact any child's life, but especially a child from crisis, and that be the gospel, a great education, and a good work ethic. And so at our grade 4 through 12 accredited school here, we lay the groundwork for kids to jump off into career or college. And so we're so thankful that we get to influence our children, not just in home life, but every day, all day, with school and home life. And then again, even when school is out for the summer, we get to focus even more on that 3rd core value, work ethic, as well. But again, ranch life, it does equal hard work, but it equals a lot of fun and a lot of time to celebrate as well. And so we work. It reminds us to pray every day for the ranch. So with that being said, you can get involved with events coming up, like, for example, the golf scramble, and with our pool sporting clay event later this summer. But you can pray for us. You can do that right here, right now, and anytime. But we also have prayer team that you could sign up for as well. And then volunteering, we've talked a little bit about that. You can donate, goods, services, but also financially. There's ways to get involved with us. And so if you'll go to stillcreekranch.org, that's stillcreekranch.org, there's lots of ways to figure out how to get involved with us or to donate to us. As well, there's a new way to donate, and that's through our Venmo, and that is the @ symbol, Still Creek Ranch, all one word, @ Still Creek Ranch. Or you could give us a call at 979-589-3206, and we could take a donation over the phone or talk to you about what you have in mind. And so we are so appreciative that you've tuned in with us again this month, and we look forward to our next Lunch and Learn. We could not do this ministry without the faithful help of supporters in this community and far beyond this community, frankly. And so thank you for tuning in with us, and we look forward to being with you again real soon.